Stone will be on our left side here. Pretty straightforward lineup, but we do have, if I saw that correctly, it does look like we have a Slash the first time today.
Pretty sure Mav plays Slash.
Yeah.
Pretty consistently. So, and a very pretty light lineup. You know, we've seen usually you guys swing in a tankier champion, but both these guys choosing to go fairly light, other than the Ranger.
So it should be interesting to see how things play out, of course. So we are going to end up, of course, back on Blood Covenant for this upcoming match. And we'll get to see if which player is going to come out on top. And indeed, we do have that Slash for Mav. So that's the first time we have seen it all day today. It's been a pretty unpopular champion, so we're probably going to keep it on Mav's perspective. See when he does go for that spawn there and see how well he is able to use it. It's a very interesting champion. Definitely has its uses, but it's been very rarely utilized.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Certainly saw Rafa flying around the map in one of his matches using Slash, so we'll see how Mav does with it.
Yeah, we can already see Mav doing some work with it as well, able to turn those corners and gain up momentum really quickly on this character. So you can already see that with Mav, trying to do some work against the Nyx. The Nyx trying to sneak up behind Mav, but that's probably not going to happen when Mav is on this character. He might have made a little bit of a mistake there, so he did have his momentum reset, but now pushing in, you can use that tail, opens up another gap, and yeah, there's no way that the Nyx is going to be able to safely follow that behind. And actually, the Nyx has to bail out a little bit there too, due to the explosion of the tail. But escapes, not a lot of damage being done, if any at all. And now jumping back up to it, here's the problem. Mav just got pinned by going on the jump pad, but had higher HP, so Mav was still able to win out the fight, taking out Stone's first champion and eliminating the Nyx.
Yeah, he had the mega health time, so even though he got in that engagement, the mega health came up in the middle of that fight, and that's what he needed to pull it out. So even though he came and took that initial damage, he had it timed perfectly, and you know, Stone couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, so Mav will be pushed back here.
Stopwatch. Tank.
Put into another fight, as he himself is not going to move forward. Trying to go for the push up close, doing some damage, and there we go. Mav, oh my goodness, just destroying Stone right now. Got a second kill. I don't even know if he took any damage in that fight, and if he did, it was minimal at best.
Yeah, Mav's looking strong right now. Stone needs to, I don't know, try to settle in here. It just doesn't seem to be comfortable right now.
Mav is going to dive downstairs, trying to continue forward here to try and catch Stone out. Spotted him on the other side over there, just outside the teleport. Was hoping to get a quick follow-up, but the Blazkowicz is a little bit quicker than that. The rocket follow-up, though, was almost great. Mav did miss the jump, however, so wasn't able to immediately jump into this fight. But still, the Blazkowicz on Stone seems ready to take that fight, and Mav seems ready to jump up over it. Oh my goodness. Mav, with the domination on round 1, takes complete control and is already up 1-0.
Yeah, not even close. Just blew him out of the water in that round. Seriously, like, good job by Mav. Nice slash play, good movement. Yeah, you saw him making the bridge to rail jump and really getting the most out of that that ability she has. So, a very good round, good start for him. And again, another good, excellent start. I mean, he has both major items. He lands a rail. I mean, Stone's in bad shape just to start off. So, Mav's already off to a hot start.
He's going to look to continue that hot streak here now. By once again knocking out the initial spawn champion for Stone. He's gone with the Nyx again. So he's trying to keep it quiet across the map. But hello! There we go. Mav just leaping into the fray. Already forced the pop of the stealth. Mav is going to get his tail behind him, so that prevents the Nyx from following him. And leaping up on top. The Nyx did not use that stealth to continue the engagement, though. In fact, used it for the complete opposite reason. Just to run away and stay out of Mav's way. There's no stopping him when he's on this champion, it seems.
That was a good read, even though he didn't get the kill. Mav heard him, Stone pick up that shotgun down below. That's why he dropped and he got that nice ambush in there.
Yeah, Mav's going to continue to roll forward here. So very close to Stone. You can see that nice rocket lineup, beautifully done. Thankfully, Stone was able to get himself off of his cooldown quickly enough there, and finally a reversal does come in from Stone. It was definitely like Stone was going to come out on the losing end of that fight, but right at the very end of it, he turns that fight back on its heels and is able to claim the first frag this time.
Yeah, Mav, I think this time the mega health, he had time to pick it up before that ghost walk was going to matter. So by the time he turned around, it was too late.
And Mav continuing to push in here now. Nicely done at range with the shotgun as well. Still able to get that kill. Trades it back very quickly on the Ranger now. Keeping it aggressive, keeping it up close and personal. And now tying it up at 2v2. Mav hungry for that second kill.
Pretty good separation on the items now, so neither guy has a railgun, so it looks like Mav's gonna go settle that score right now. Oh, ran right into that.
And now Stone sitting right below 2. There's no clean escape currently for Mal if he's not careful about this. He needs to try and snipe back out against Stone, but misses that shot, so Stone does have a bit of a momentum swing going in his favor, but did not really contest Mav when he went over here for the full armor pickup. So
yeah, it was a good fake earlier by Mav. Oh, but nice rails there by Stone.
Mav's going to end up having to, once again, go and scavenge here. Stuck in a corner. Stone's got a great advantage, but he's having trouble tracking down where exactly Mav is hiding out at, or just finding the correct position to actually jump in and engage on him. Mav now leaps up himself. Needs to wrap around the corner. The port as well to keep him up on top and force his opponent off. So he keeps high ground advantage despite maybe not coming out on the winning end of that fight. Now he can go in, sneak the grab on the Mega Health. Actually, the shot kept him inside too, and Mav is looking for revenge, but his rails, unfortunately, are turning up a little bit of hit or miss right now, so they're not really fully connecting. And that let Stone get away, and I'll take control of the full armor.
Stone really keeping him off balance, landing some rails that are keeping Mav on his heels.
And Mav, speaking of heals, is actually going to have free reign to just stand in the blood pit in the middle. Oh, nice return on the rail, too. So goodbye to most of Stone's HP. He's going to be pushed back.
He needed that one. He needed that one. He's going to make this push really hard right now. His armor.
Well, Mav's going to jump down, having a little bit of trouble with the rockets. You could go over to the rail, and there we go. Finally makes the switch. He's low now, though. He can't take another hit on the rail. So I was trying to decide if, do I want to peek back out again and take a risk on this, or I want to play it safe and sit back, and he seems to have chosen the latter option there. Played it safe, fell back, looking to recover now, and looking to not make the same mistakes again as he leaps across. His opponent will miss the shot, but however, he hits a wall on the way over here, so he's also going to find himself in a bit of a tricky position. Rockets as well, just before he's about to leave the room connect, and now the LG up close is going to try to finish the job. Mav trying to reverse it, but not going to happen. Stone gets the second kill, and it's when we're just under a minute left in this round.
Yeah, Stone in control. Good finish there. Just nice rockets and an LG combo. Had Mav in a bad spot.
So Mav continues to leap over the bounds. Trying to push forward here. Well, attempting to locate Stone, of course, but also trying to keep his own HP up. But he can't, diddle around for too long here. He does have to jump into this fight pretty quickly, and he's going to do that right up close. He's got him into a corner. That LG is destroying him, though, and Stone finishes it off with a quick switch over to the Rockets. He takes round 2, and now ties it up at 1-1.
Prepare to fight.
A good bounce back round for Stone there. Wasn't looking good for him in the first round, and then he comes out of the, comes out in round 2 flying. So it's good recovery. He needs to keep his head in the game and just play smart. I mentioned it a lot that the mental decisions you make in this game, they really add up. Second here, second there. Which routes you take and reading your opponent. Regards to stack and what they're doing and where they're going. It's just very critical. So you just got to keep your head in the game and keep thinking.
Stone, he's going to end up pushed back here now. And oh, the push actually comes in from Mav to try and get right up in his face. Stone almost gets completely obliterated by that one, but Mav bails out at the last second. He is back on the slash, though, so I'm going to head over to his perspective and keep a look at things from here. Living life in the fast lane on that slash, so make things a little bit more fun to watch if we check it out from his perspective. And in he goes. He's going to use it to engage, try to swing in, trying to surround his opponent. Will not work out as well as he would have hoped. And now the disappearance comes in, he's going to slide away from this one, but still gets railed down to 100 HP and soon only at 100 itself. As that extra health is going to expire. And in 10 seconds, he needs to be ready to go up on top and pick up some extra here. But, oof, the Knicks still continuing to get in his way. The armor's been up for a couple good seconds here now. Mav is going to hope he can go over here and get himself the full health, but he got bounced up into the air, and with that, Stone is able to once again claim the initial kill, knocking out Mav and putting him down to the Ranger.
Yeah, not quite sure what Mav was thinking there. I mean, he clearly knew Stone was up there. Going up a jump pad like that, it's right into your opponent. They're pretty evenly stacked. There's no real clear advantage for him to go up like that. And yeah, Stone made him pay.
Oh. Nicely done. Gets the airborne frag there, or not the frag itself, but he does get the airborne rocket connecting onto Stone. So a lot of damage done to that Nyx. May finally have enough to engage and take it down, but Mav is not immune himself here. He's also relatively low. And you take a look, he's only at 72 HP currently. So he has to swing back to go and get the extra pickups for himself on that full armor. He's missed the mega health. That's already gone back into Stone. So Stone's restored himself pretty much to full power as well. And we'll be ready for this next fight if Mav chooses to engage on it anytime soon. Rocket jumping around here. Didn't have himself a rail on this spawn yet, but now has it, so he's got that little bit of extra firepower. He missed the cross from his opponent, but did realize it happened. So on that re-peek there from Stone is going to be able to do some great damage, bringing Stone down very low, but again, not pressing on said advantage. Waiting long enough for the mega health to come back up. The stealth saves Stone's life. Another situation here where Mav pretty much has the kill. He just needs to actually jump on his opponent and go for it, but hesitation is going to cost him now. Now Stone is going to have time to recover a little bit.
Yeah, Mav knows that Ghost Walk's time. He's just trying to get anything so he can get aggressive again, but probably going to back off and rebuild the stack like he just did. And put the snipe here at mega health.
Leaning in. Some good shots from... Well, I should say some good shots, but unfortunately none of them are connecting, so not the best of shots from either of those players there. And as we head over the 3-minute mark, things are looking good for Stone, so long as Mav is never able to convert this kill. Stone does have the penultimate advantage of the time and the kill in his favor, but now, as they jump in, again, Stone backs out at the last second. He's still going to stay in this fight after he reappears, though the dire orb port from Mav doesn't really do much, and he gets trapped, so Stone gets another kill.
Yeah, he had a, you know what? I mean, Stone was aggressive there. He certainly gave Mav an opportunity to get the kill. Mav just couldn't capitalize.
And now, well, we have the last run for Mav as he attempts to move in and take down Stone, but he's ready to take that one on. Stone once again dominates in round 3 here, and he will take control going up 2-1. First one to get to map point here, and he's got his first opportunity to close out now.
3, 2,
Yeah, Mav broke down a little bit there. I think there's still time. I don't think he needed to rush quite like that, but maybe he just wanted to get on with it and didn't like that round, how that round was going.
Slash trail going in. Stone had actually some pretty good rockets to start. In fact, if he wanted to chase through that tail, probably could have killed Mav. Mav was 1 tick of health, a little bit less than it. So, brought down very low. Stone, however, choosing not to chase the kill. So Mav is able to fall back, is able to correct his mistakes and recover as he gets the mega health pickup. So he's on the map for a little bit of armor, too. No one really getting a huge engagement just yet.
Yeah, they're just kind of keeping their own item right now.
Yeah, but
Question is, yeah, who's going to get that first
rocket? Look at this Stone. He has the trap laid, but he missed the initial rocket. The LG work is brilliant, though. Switches over into stealth. He can chase his opponent down. That trail should be back up, and Mav with a little bit of style there. You can see him swinging around. That may have cost him. He got hit again. But same as before, both players brought down low. No one actually gets the kill, though. And oh, good attempt from Mav to dive in there and steal it away. But missed it. Stone stays alive. He's going to be able to recover his armor. And then a second should be able to grab some HP bubbles to recover some of that as well.
Yeah, really close to getting the frag there. I think Stone literally jumped right over his rail shot.
Stone trying to get himself on top here. Hasn't spotted Mav in the mid room just yet, so he's going to swing past it, and there's Mav with the engagement. However, he kind of whiffs it. Oh, there we go. There's the rail. That corrects his issues. Now, moving in. Well, Stone is able to pop the cell to keep himself alive. He's going to get a little bit more on the orb pickup. He's got another one sitting down below here and bring him up to 50, so he's doing okay. Again, Mav pretty much bailed out from that fight, thinking that Stone would have gone for the mega health pickup. Not the case.
Yeah, I thought maybe Mav would have recognized Stone would have been a little low there, even though he picked up the armor. I mean, he put some damage on him, so he picked up the armor after his health was low. Surprised he didn't have some rockets waiting near those health bubbles.
Now, nicely done from Stone. Locks it down as he finally gets that first kill. All that build up for such a quick shutdown. And unfortunate for Mav, as like we said before, he started this map off well. But things have gone poorly for him in these next 2 rounds here, and he hasn't been able to work as much with that slash as he was before. Onto the Ranger now. He's got the gauntlet out, but it's not going to happen. Loses his second champion in a very quick fashion, and now is down to just the Anarchy here to try and work with that.
Easy for Stone after that Ghost Slash. Good engage. Oh wow, he's just lining him up now. Strong finish by Stone.
And there we go. He is going to take the initial advantage of this series now, going up 1-0. And that will give Mav the map choice going over to our second map.
Well, Mav started off hot, but then cooled off quickly. Stone seemed to gather himself and you know, started to reverse things on him, and Mav just never could really get it going after that. It just seemed to snowball again. Those engagements were, some of them were clean, and then when he had some opportunities to get the kill, it just didn't seem to work out for him. Stone was good about getting away, rebuilding his stack, and re-engaging later when it was more favorable for him, and of course landed some of the clutch shots.
We'll see here in the chat. It looks like Sarnath is going to be where we're going to head to. So over to the Ruins, our second map here, and we will get to see if it'll be a quick 2-0 closeout for Stone, or if now Mav, like we said, we saw some good stuff from him, specifically on the slash in the first round. He was looking really dominant there. In fact, it was looking like it was going to be a pretty quick map for Mav, to be completely honest, until round 2 showed up and Stone came in with the reversal there. But overall,
yeah, I mean, it started off really good for Mav. I mean, again, it's just how does this affect, you know, psychologically? You know, you start off so good, and you know, do you get a little angry? Do you get a little like worrisome? You know, how is he feeling right now at this point emotionally is what I would like to know. He's really started off hot, and then that was a quick turnaround for him, and then at the end, he just didn't seem to be able to get anything going. So it went from one extreme to the other. So I'm just curious to see how he adjusts in this next map.
well, we are loading into it now, and you can see the champions a few change-ups there, some smaller ones overall. I think we see the visor coming in now for Mav, where that previously wasn't present. He is still sticking with the slash, however, so you will still have to look towards that. But now the visor comes in as the new second or possibly third pick. I think Stone is keeping it the same, though, if I recall correctly. In about 10 seconds, we should be live with this second map. Remember, guys, we're getting to the closing portions of today's stream here, so feel free to watch the VOD if you'd like to see some of the earlier matches. We've already qualified 6 players. We're looking for our 7th right here, and coming up after this, our 8th is going to be determined too in the next match, and that will be our 8th and final player this week for North America. Let's get into it, though. Mav with his chance for redemption here on the Ruins of Sarnath. And we'll see if he's able to do it, or if Stone is going to crush him again, despite him having this very, very fast champion in his arsenal. We're going to jump right into the fight, too. And speaking of the fight, well, Stone, he'll bail out of it pretty quickly. Oh, the tail hits for quite a bit, actually. That's for, I think, like 95 total, if I was looking at those ticks properly. So Stone kind of runs into that one and barely survives it. He's recovered some of his health now, but this is Mav's chance to go in and crush it. He knows he did that damage. This isn't a mystery to him, but Stone holds on, and he's able to reverse it. He gets the first kill. Down goes the slash again.
Yeah, you know, really aggressive. He had his opportunity, but he just didn't land those rockets he needed to. And, you know, Stone didn't panic, right? He pulled out the lightning gun and hit his shots. He figured, you know, whatever is going to happen here, just make sure I land what I'm going to land. And just so happened it worked out for him. Mav couldn't finish the job there.
And now, what is his plan going to be here? His opponent does jump up on him, but Stone is going to be tricky. I like the rocket jump move. That does keep him alive for right now. Gets him out of there. Prevents the surprise of the teleport. Completely destroying Mav in that situation, but another engagement where he has to be the one to bail back out, and all he gets pegged by that rocket too, already so low. Stone just needs to go for it. He's spamming rockets, jump in, get in that fight. The Dire Orb, though, helps Mav to get out, but he falls just short. He actually does pick up the armor, but it doesn't matter because his HP was already so low, and he wasn't able to recover any of it.
Yeah, good defensive play by Stone. Mav being a little careless, you know, he's probably going to die here. Yeah, being a little careless, you know, those you saw the rockets come in. So you knew Stone was already on guard, you know, and then to come in right after that, it's a little careless. Might want to rethink that maybe.
Round begins.
And maybe poke around, try to throw a quick rail or a quick rocket, and then, you know, disengage, because you're probably going to eat a lot of damage going in there like that when somebody's ready for you.
Well, that concludes round 1, and it's Stone that takes it all the way. No struggling at all. This time, though, right now with a good engagement. Stone having a lot of trouble tracking him down, so he has to use his ability pretty early here. Mav tries to do the same, but Stone still ends up in an okay position. Problem is, though, is that Stone is now kind of stuck down here, waiting for that timer to expire and for the armor to come back up. But he's not going to be victim to this, especially on such a squishy character, even though he is going up against another squishy character, too. He doesn't want to try to determine the engagement for himself, so he just fall back and suffices with just getting the mega health for right now. Oh, and there we go. Now has a great engagement. Immediate rail shot, leaps over the slash, trying to push onto him, and once again dominates Mav's slash, winning the initial 1v1 again.
Yes, Stone's. Oh, you get an easy follow.
Oh!
Whoa, whoa. Oh man, I was about to say you should get a follow-up kill here, but you know, the slip gate, the Seth's gate as I like to call it, bailed Mav out on that one.
Mav looking for a second frag here too. Can he take the lead after getting that nice trade? Oh, he's getting close here now. Stone's getting low, but so is Mav. It's going to come down to the wire here. The injection comes in. It tries to save him, but no. Mav holds on. And with that, he claims the second kill now. Great reversal so far from him. This is coming down to the Blazkowicz from Stone. Let's see if he can pull off a 1v2 now.
Yeah, clutch rail by Mav. Caught him during the injection animation, so he couldn't get out of there. He was low health himself. He really needed to land it, and he did. So this is a big turnaround for him. He needs to get something going here.
Stone getting himself into the fight, or trying to anyway. Again, pushed back here. He's got a decent build up already, though. He's got rockets, rails, and the LG. He just needs to try and find himself one of the power-ups. The next one's going to be spawning in about 8 seconds, but hold on. Mav may not even give him the chance to try and utilize it here. He's trying to push, but he doesn't have the best position. Stone's in a little bit of a better spot. Hold on, though. Stone very low. He needs his mega health pickup very quickly. Gets it now. The dire report is not going to be taken. Just backs out of the fight here, and now tries to go up top, but once again continues to get pelted down. Stone should absolutely have this kill. And there you go. Succeeds in getting it and brings things down to a 1v1.
That's a big reversal there. Stone's going to get both major items now. Mav's going to be on his heels after that, and he didn't have to use his active ability, so now just watch out for the BJ active ability. He's stacked. And to be honest, Mav had an opportunity there earlier, but I'll get into that in a bit.
And now the dual wield from Stone.
Oh,
we hadn't seen it yet, but he used it so late. So Mav was able to strike back there, but now he goes 1-1.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, nice finish. Got to be careful with going in against the rocket launcher. And, you know, I mentioned before with the lightning gun, the time to kill. And like you mentioned, he didn't pop his active ability. So, I mean, if he's going to go in there with a lightning gun, you might want to pop that right away and get that dual-wield lightning gun in to force, you know, Mav off position. Because the rocket launcher can just deal so much damage quickly. You got to be careful in those close-quarter engagements.
Oh, my goodness. And Mav with the domination right at the start. Stone, goodbye. He just leads himself into both those rockets. So his Nyx is the first thing to go down in this round.
Yeah, good placement there by Mav. I like looked really smooth with the way he placed him. I mean, he needs to keep going with that kind of style. Place your rockets really well. Don't panic.
Oh, nice rail from Stone, returning the favor a little bit here on the Mav. One shot away, and he just uses the LG to casually close it out. So trades it back down into the 2v2. Stone look a little bit better now. Just has to not get trapped like that, like he did at the beginning of the round.
That Stone just came right back with the railgun, caught Mav out there in the middle of mega health, and just landed some great shots.
Stone even getting the armor, does it the fallback, uses injection. The problem is Mav is going to continue to take that fight, so thinks he can lock down Stone even with the injection being popped, but that's a mistake. Now Stone takes the advantage here, and it is going to be Mav's visor stuck in a 1v2. Into the portal here. Stone's still doing decent damage, even with the wall being in the way here. Over to the LG where he'll attempt to close out. It's actually a pretty close battle. Rails again, trying to dominate the playstyle. Stone has to back away, though, to recover some armor. He'll get that picked up. As for Mav, well, he hasn't recovered really anything as of yet, so these rockets could finish off the job. The LG's a little bit dangerous, but Stone, switching over to it as well, will be able to close out, taking round 3 and taking back the advantage now as he goes up 2-1.
Yeah, a little, I don't know if Mav wanted to catch him there for the ambush, but you have to be ready when people go for the heavy armor to come up with the jump pad. So I don't know if it looked like he got caught a little unawares, as he had, you know, he didn't have to make position for that. So just got to be aware when people grab the heavy armor, a very common route is going right up the jump pad.
Oh my God. They both raced for the Mega Health right at the start of the round. Stone got the rockets as well there, in addition to the Mega Health. So, as they raced towards the rockets, Stone just completely deleted Mav as soon as he got it. But, oh, the trade on the Dire Orb again. Stone has to start moving when he's in those fights, man. That's the second time that's happened now. Great work on that. But, however, once again, Stone's going to look for the conversion here, and he'll get it. So, Stone ahead again now. 2v1 coming into the closing player of the round on, or the closing champion of the round on Mav. And we're only 40 seconds into the round.
Yeah, just going at it right away. I think Stone made a little miscalculation early. I think he thought that the heavy armor hadn't been picked up by him on the respawn or something, and so I thought felt he could just take some extra damage just to put in his and get the kill. But I don't think he realized he had the heavy armor there.
Well, 15 seconds away from the next power-up spawns here. Both these guys are remaining really passive, but actually, no, they're going to meet out in the open room here, over by the rail and spawn. And Stone connecting some great damage. He can go through the portal. If he can still find Mav in the open, he could end this right now. In fact, oh, he's actually going to be here, despite a well-placed rocket from his opponent, Mav. It's not going to work out, and Stone will take it. And he's going to dominate 3-1 here on map number 2. And with that, takes the series 2-0. Congratulations to Stone. He's heading on to those NA Regionals.